Do you feel the energy pulling you into the vortex that is a minivan?
This is Sedona. Well, the Korean version anyways. I mean, I'm driving a 2020 Kia Sedona EX, and Vortex really is the best description you're gonna get for a minivan. Because, let's face it, your life is gonna surround around getting people and things everywhere. Everywhere.
Everywhere.
And so, honestly, you probably live here. And really, it's a pretty nice place to live. Because after I picked this up from Sans Kia and Surprise, I've been overall impressed. Now, getting in and out was a little bit of a chore the very first time, but once I had it adjusted, I was pretty surprised by the legroom. And you can reach to the back relatively easily, especially considering this has the most legroom a second and third row vehicle has in this class. The EX has a lot of really great features, and I can't wait to show you them. So I guess this begs the question.
Can this vortex fit the fan?
I'm Mr. Bram. These are my 3 kids, and our goal is to find a car that fits our fam. Thanks Sans Kia and Surprise. They provided me the vehicle today. Sanskia.com. If you are looking for a new or used vehicle, go check them out. They've got cars and SUVs and vans. They've got the car that'll fit your fam.
Getting the infant seat in the Sedona was actually harder than I expected. I mean, these seats are nice and plush, and for a passenger, that's great, but an infant seat, I mean, they could be hard as a board and it really wouldn't matter, right? So that height between your car seat base and the top of your handle made it pretty difficult to get in, and you can see I kind of struggled at first. As far as once you have the infant seat in the car, it's actually pretty comfortable. I didn't have to adjust my seat at all once I installed the infant car seat. And I can still recline where I want to drive and reach everything I need to reach. Let's check out the passenger side. Now, for the passenger side with nothing in the way, it's still very, very comfortable. Something surprised me though is that it feels like the car seat's even further back. There's a gap between the car seat and the back of my seat that wasn't there on the driver's side, and the seating is really the same position. In fact, I feel like I'm reclining further back than I was in the driver's side.
Getting into the Sedona is easy enough because of the power sliding doors and low entry. Once seated, it's easy to buckle due to the latch being firmly placed, so it's really easy to find quickly.
In the Sedona, as you would expect with most minivans, 3 forward facers fit very comfortably. In fact, I really like that there's actually 4 top tethers, so no matter where I put my forward facers, I'm confident that they're secure. The thing about the Sedona that I wasn't very excited about is there's no top tether for the center seat. We're gonna go ahead and remove the center seat. So first we gotta pull this. The back here is a fold forward. Last step is to grab down here and it comes out. The problem is, now you've got this big old chair and nothing to do with it. Unfortunately, Kia does not have a built-in space that you can store this like a couple other vans do. And so you end up having to kind of take up space in your garage forever until you need it again. But then again, if you have 3 across the center seat, you really can't get to the back row because the seat belts are attached to the car, not to the chairs themselves. As you can see when the kids get in, the pass-through to the back is very easy to get in. Also, I like to put my oldest in the back. That way, I know that she's going to be safely buckled and I don't have to climb back there to check her. The other nice thing is that in Kias, the first row, the backs of the chairs, are made out of a hard plastic. So my kids can put their feet up there and I don't have to worry about it messing up the seats. Not a huge fan of the mesh back seat pockets, but Kia just seems to be a little bit obsessed with those. The issue comes into the second row. The backs of those are just the regular fabric or pleather, depending on the seating that you get. What you end up having is if you have a kid back there with cleats or something like that, they're gonna poke a hole right in your seat in no time. And I worry about how those are gonna wear over time. Now as for the roll under test, going under the second row, there's actually some protection there. I don't have to worry about that. But under the first row, there's tons of room, tons of space. You're gonna find a lot of toys roll under the front of your seat. The other issue is these tracks here. These are wide open, and crayons and goldfish crackers and everything in the world is gonna come right down in here. It's easy enough to clean out, but I just imagine that this is going to become an issue for moving the seat forward and backward after you've lived with this car for a couple of years. Now in the Sedona model lineup, the EX is about 2 models up from the base, but it still is 1 step down from the highest model, which that's where you get the power liftgate. So I think they missed an opportunity because other models in the same price range are gonna have a power liftgate. But once it's open, of course, you have 33 cubic feet of cargo space, which is just cavernous, and plenty of space for even the tallest of strollers or items. Let's see what it looks like with everything folded down. They did something neat with the Sedona is that they made it a 1-step process in order to get your back seats flat. On a lot of other vans, you have to pull this and yank that and turn this, and with the Sedona, it's just this one handle. You pull it, it folds flat. And it's actually really easy. They have this unique folding mechanism that just takes one hand on this handle and the whole thing folds up flat. Creates a great open space. Now, folding everything flat in the Sedona becomes an issue because this second row actually doesn't remove. It just pushes forward and up, which is its typical folding feature. Also, there's a lot of little cracks and crevices and a lot of places for dirt to hide, but I will say it's not going to inhibit you from folding back up your seats because you just brush it out of the way. The other thing is that these hold downs for the floor mats, those suckers aren't going anywhere. And so I grabbed my knees on these a couple of times while filming today and nearly cut a hole in my jeans. So you do have to watch out for those if you're using larger, flatter objects. You might just end up tearing those out.
The Sedona drives smooth and has plenty of pickup when you need it. Of course, that comes from a V6 engine, so if you use that power too much, you might start seeing sub 20 miles per gallon. Now, the third row entry is interesting but functional, and after some practice, even my smallest child was able to get it open. For features, even without the power liftgate, there's lots of other nice comforts like built-in window shades, Android Auto, and CarPlay. There's also lots of little cubbies and extra power outlets. At this point, Kia seems to have their reliability figured out, and with more aggressive styling than others, if you're in the market for a van, I would put Sedona near the top of your list.
Hey, thanks for watching our review today. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you know when the next videos are being posted. Also, comment below. Let me know what kind of cars you want me to check out and see what can fit your family.